Hello, I'm Suresh Menon, and welcome to this video series on manifestation and the law of attraction. By the way, this is the first video that is going to give you some real information on how to manifest. The first was an introductory video, and this is the second video in this video series. If you haven't seen the earlier video, please go back, see that video, and come back here so that you find you understand and feel an element of continuity. Today, I'd like to talk about the topic of imagining the end, the type of things to imagine, and how to identify the scene that you should imagine in your mind so that you can manifest the things that you want. I am trying to make the process extremely simple for you, the way I learned it, and I have digested it, modified it, and experimented and have created successes. The thoughts and ideas that we carry in our minds, the inner conversations that we have with ourselves, the imaginal acts that we daydream, or the things that we think before going to bed. Those are the things that are impressed on the subconscious mind and then recreated in its own likeness in the world we live in. The universe and the subconscious ways are greater than our ways, beyond our imagination. What that means is that when we imagine the end, we should never think of how our manifestation will unfold, because that doesn't matter. In fact, we cannot devise the perfect chain of events that always are manifested, the ways that the universe or God comes up with. Most religious texts convey, believe that you have received it and you will. That's just another way of saying the end, you have already received it. I hope you understand. In general, let me explain. In general, it can be applied anywhere. Let's say you are in need of money. Let's go to a practical example. Let me explain it with an example. A lot of people try to visualize how the money should come. This is wrong. If you are feeling like you are in debt, then the thing that you should visualize is being debt free. Understand this subtle difference. If your desire is to have a house, the thing that you need is the feeling of how it would feel like if you already have the house. A lot of people say, I want to be debt free, so help me manifest winning the lottery, help me with an interest free loan, and so on. And so many other things like that. When you do this, you are actually limiting the way in which the universe can fulfill your desire. If I imagine being debt free, or if I imagine feeling wealthy, there are infinite different ways that I could end up being wealthy. I could win the lottery, but also someone could give me a gift, a lot of money, or my business can take off, or I can get a massive raise at my job, or some chain of events. Anything can unfold that would bring me to that end result. And so, to only say that I want to be debt free, so help me win the lottery or whatever, what you are actually doing is you are telling the universe how you need to be debt free. And you are excluding infinite other different possibilities. Remember, the universe and your subconscious mind or God is more powerful, is infinitely powerful than you. If the problem is debt, the lottery is not the solution to the problem. Yes, it is a possible solution, I do agree. But what a greater and more powerful feeling would it be to be debt free? Have you thought of it? To have that weight of the world lifted off your shoulders is a more realistic feeling than winning the lottery. I hope you understand. It's much harder to feel the feelings of it being real when we are talking about something like winning the lottery than it would be to say just being debt free. So, how do you get that feeling like you are no longer in debt? Let's analyze that. Feeling peaceful, say having a conversation with a friend saying, I'm no longer in debt. And then taking that scene and condense it into a small scene, impressing it on your subconscious mind by imagination, which means going into a state akin to sleep, a relaxing hypnotic state, and then bringing it before your mind's eyes and playing it over and over and over until it feels real or something like having a conversation with a different person. You may be talking to one of your best friends and having a small conversation about how you are no longer in debt and how you feel so happy to be free. A short clip of the end result, playing it over until it feels real and we can feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It could be something after that, a time frame after that, like a month down the road, a year down the road, and just knowing, looking back and saying, wow, you know something? This is so amazing that I'm finally debt free now. Like I've been this way for a year now. Everything has completely changed. I'm such a happier person. Now visualize this rather than saying winning the lottery. So this is the type, one of the probable types of the end that you can visualize to be debt free. Those are the types of feelings and scenes that I'm talking about. As I mentioned a little bit before, it's very important to not think of any means in between. Always go to the end, because what we are trying to do here is eliminate logic and our senses, which are tied together completely. Once we do that, when we go into our imagination, we simply picture the end. So, when we imagine the end, a natural bridge of incidents unfolds to ensure that we see the end. So, any number of things can happen. Any number of people can contact you. You may get fired from your job. You may lose a house. Whatever the case may be, never lose heart. There's some chain of events that will unfold naturally to fit in with the natural order of this world, and then it will bring you to the end result. But what I'm trying to stress here is that these natural bridge of incidents are only unfolding to fit, match, identify, copy, and replicate the thing that is in our imagination. It is the natural world governed by the laws of nature. I hope I am being clear. Just to make you understand your present, the things that we are seeing right now are a part of a manifestation. But if I close my eyes right now and imagined having a check for 1 crore rupees in my hand, it would not appear in my hand right now. But the universe naturally evokes reactions in any number of people, including myself, in a bridge of incidents that will force every single person, every single creature, every single object, even the weather, the rain, whatever it takes, it uses to bring us in a natural way the end result. Trust me, I have experienced this. So we never are supposed to think about anything that goes in between, anything that's in the middle. Any of the barriers, the boundaries, none of that. Logic is so unimportant here. That's why it's crucial to shut off the senses and not have any recollection of memory or the lack of it. Simply bring the scene into your mind's eye. Whatever that end result is, feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled in some way. Make sure you test this out. Imagine the end. Do it in different ways. Use different techniques, different methods, and you will start to see your world change and morph to your imagination. So practice this, and that's it. You will have plenty of more videos to bridge this gap of understanding if you haven't understood, and I would be detailing so many other ways, so many other techniques. I would go deeper into very specific techniques in each video. So stay tuned, and if you enjoy this video, please scroll down, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you remain notified. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.